Hello everybody, today we're making
chicken burgers, but full metal jacket chicken burgers, folks. You're going to love this. Right, so we're going to be waking, Sharon.
try making.
We're going to be making these full metal jacket chicken burgers, and we're not using chicken breast. What are we going to be using, baby?
Boneless chicken thighs.
Yeah, now you do buy these. Well, in fact, I'll tell you what, before we go into that, let's have a look at the ingredients.
Here are the ingredients to our full metal jacket spicy chicken burger. Some boneless chicken thighs, some burger buns, half a pint of buttermilk, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sriracha, 250 grams of flour, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of chicken seasoning, 2 teaspoons of Old Bay seasoning.
So we got these from our butchers at East Coast Meats. You can get them in supermarkets.
Yeah.
But these come on the bone, and he kindly deboned them for us. It's only a simple job, but we've got 6 of them there. We're only going to be using 3 of them today. So, right, baby, what's the first thing we need to do?
We need to get a board, and you want to flatten them thighs out a bit, don't you?
Oh, yeah, don't we? Right, so these are our chicken thighs, folks. As I say, they did come with a bone on, but he kindly deboned them from us. And if you,
oh, bonus, no flattening out.
So we don't need to flatten them out.
No.
So there we go. We're going to take 3 of them. He's already cut the bones out. We're going to be leaving the skin on, folks. You can take the skin off if you want, but Sharon likes a bit of skin, doesn't you, Sharon?
Oh, I love skin. I'm going to go and wash my hands, people.
Right, so this is just the, is it just plain flour? It could be any multi-purpose flour, Sharon, can't it? Yeah. That's just going to be the carrier for the herbs and spices which we've got there, folks. So they literally all just go into the mix. And we're just going to give them a light stir through just to get them going through all that flour. You want to incorporate all them spices perfectly into that flour because that's going to be our main carrier of all the spices, baby.
That's your coating.
Your coating, that's right. There we go. So that's great. That's fantastic. So now what we've got to do is to get the other carrier, which is going to make it all stick to the chicken, Sharon. And that is the
buttermilk.
The buttermilk. Is it buttermilk or buttercream?
Buttermilk. Buttermilk.
So we've just got a carton here, and how much is in that carton, Sharon?
284 mils.
Right, and that cost about £1, didn't it?
90p.
90 pence. So we'll just tip that into there. Let's say we're thinking one's going to be enough. So if you're doing more chicken than this, obviously do a bit more. But if you can, you could actually marinate your chicken thighs in this overnight once we've added our last 2 ingredients. And that is...
I'm going to add a teaspoon.
Yeah, again, this is optional. We like it with just a little bit of kick, so we're just going to add a teaspoon of the sriracha sauce. It's quite a spicy little number, that's why we don't want much more than that. And also, we're going to be adding our dark soy sauce, folks. And we're going to do 2 tablespoons of that in there. There we go. And then just give that a good mix together, and that is that actually prepared. So that's all we need to do to that. Quite a simple recipe this, folks. Right, we've set ourselves up, folks. We've got these liners here, as you can see. They go well in the kasori. And we have got a link in the description where we get these from, folks. So if you're interested in them as well, it just makes it a lot cleaner because this can be probably a little bit messy, this one. So, right, so here's our mix there, the flour, and there's our batter, so to speak, our buttermilk butter.
And my tongs are at the ready. Right,
so we're just going to get 1 piece of chicken at a time. Again, leaving the skin on. And literally, just give them a good coating, folks. Ideally, you could leave them soaking in that overnight. And that would actually infuse the flavour a lot more. So once you've got good coverage, straight on top of your flour mix. And then use your spoon, keep your hands dry. Just sort of tease it over. And then just get them fully covered. And then you're going to flip them over as well and just make sure that everything's covered on them. So Sharon's going to use the tongs for that. And literally just keep turning them over. Get them well covered because you're going to be double dipping these, as I said, folks. So get plenty on and then shake it off. And then straight back again into your buttermilk. And then give it 1 turn over. And then back again into your flour mix as well. There we go. So that's your double dip. Get them well coated. And we're going to be putting these straight in the air fryer. So just give that one a turn over, Shell.
I'll just see that bit there.
Just again, you want to get a good coating. This coating is going to give you the authentic, call it southern fried cook.
It's a full-on metal jacket.
Of course it is, full-on metal jacket. So we're just going to lay that in the air fryer like that. And then Sharon's just going to do another couple. And then we're going to obviously spray it with olive oil. We'll show you that in a second, folks. Okay, folks, there we go. We've got 2 in the air fryer. We're going to leave the third one just sitting in the tray because we only really want to cook 2, one for me and Sharon. And with this olive oil, give it a good coating, folks. You want to get a good coverage all over the lot of them. And I mean a good coverage, because don't forget, when you buy this chicken in a shop with this southern fried coating in, it is partially cooked and it is covered in oil, believe it or not. So we're just reproducing that in the air fryer. So we'll just turn that over now and do the other side. So we're just turning them over and we'll be doing the other side exactly the same. So you don't want to see the powdery stuff on there. So let's just get all them covered. And as I say, don't worry about them being too oily, because that's what's going to give you your deep fried flavour and crust on the top. Right, so there we go. That's that done now. So we're going to plonk them straight in, and we're going to be cooking them on 180. Is that right?
Yeah.
And we're going to do 10 minutes each side, folks. So we do the first one for the 10 minutes, and then we'll come back to it and we'll turn them over halfway. There we go. That's halfway, folks. Let's have a little look inside. This is just a halfway. We've got to turn them over. Oh, look at them. And they already look like they're probably southern fried, Sharon. Look at them.
Ooh.
That does help. You've got to have the oil on top, folks. So I'm just gonna flip them over. There we go. Make sure you turn them over. There we go.
Is that hot?
It was a little bit warm, baby. You're all right. There we go. And in they go for another 10 minutes. So I'll put it back in on 180 for 10 minutes. And hit the play button. And that should be
That's
lovely.
magic.
Lovely. Right, okay, folks. There's our second side done for an extra 10 minutes. Let's whip that out. And as you can see, oh yeah, they got that nice crisp top on them. Sharon's just going to get them out and put them on a wire rack. There we go. We're just going to let them rest on there, folks. Can you? Oh, look at that. That looks like a southern fried coating, Sharon. Right, so we're going to let them cool down, folks. And we've got our bun here, which is a nice big fluffy bun, Sharon.
I like a fluffy bun.
Of course you do. We've got some mayonnaise, and we've also got some cheese, tomatoes, onions, cucumber, and some lightly thinly sliced lettuce. And all we're doing here, as you can see, Sharon's just putting that mayonnaise, massaging it onto that lovely bun, Sharon.
Give it a massage.
Yeah. Like a bit more than that, baby, I do. There we go. There we go. That's it.
Would you like some bread with that mayonnaise?
That's very funny, Sharon. Well done. Right, so okay, so that's that. So build it, Sharon. Don't forget, we're going full metal jacket. We want everything on here. Lovely crisp lettuce there, folks. Oh yeah, build it. This has got to look better, Sharon, than one you get from a shop. Yeah?
It will do, because I love you and I'm making this with love to you.
Fantastic. Get it on there, baby. Right, so on with the cucumber. Again, if you don't like none of this stuff, folks, you can build yours exactly how you like them. We're just going full metal jacket, Sharon, aren't we?
Yeah.
So we've got some raw onion on there, which we're just going to put that on there.
We love.
And we're using some English cheddar cheese, which Sharon's probably going to put on top, are you?
Oh yeah, put it on top, yep.
Right, so get one of them lovely fillets. Look at them fillets.
No, I'm going to use fingers.
Them lovely thighs, look. Oh, whack that on there, Sharon. Look at that. Folks, if you was buying that in a shop, that would be on sale for £7, £8 or £9, something like that. I can imagine that would be. And that bun just goes on top, Sharon. Right, folks, let's take a closer look at it. Well, folks, I think you'd agree that looks absolutely fantastic. And I'd willingly pay £7 for that in a shop, Sharon, would you?
I'd rather you paid me a tenner.
Well, put fries with it and you might get that, Sharon. Right, let's have a look at the little chicken first, folks. Let's try and break a bit off. Hold on, let's get a knife, Sharon. I didn't get a knife.
There's one here. Take one out of this drawer. One of my good ones. Nice, long, sharp one, because you can cut that in half as well then.
Use that like that, look. Let's just cut into this. That chicken, folks, is so succulent.
Mind you, thigh, hasn't it? Got more flavour anyway, I think, and juicy.
Now, if you want it a bit more crispy, put it in for the last couple of minutes, whack it up to 200. We'll taste that in a second. I think we're better going for the main full metal jacket,
The
folks.
longer it is, the crispier it's getting, because the fat's dry, well, the oil's drying out.
Yeah. Okay. Now, should we cut this in half?
Yeah.
Let's cut this down the middle, folks.
Watch this middle, people.
No, we'll do it properly. I'm not gonna cheat you,
I
Sharon.
don't really care if you do.
60-40, straight down the middle, as always. Right.
He actually has gone straight down the middle.
Of course I have.
Wow.
Let's have a little look, Sharon. Oh, it's succulent. It's succulent, it's moist, it's well cooked.
Well, I'm going in.
Go on, you go in, Sharon. Come on, tell me. Let me know what you think, baby. I can't wait to get stuck into this.
No more KFCs for me now. This is tasty.
Let me have a go,
moist,
folks.
Not dry.
I'm going in. Full Metal Jacket. Oh. Oh, Sharon. You know by looking at that, folks, don't you? That is a taste sensation. The chicken is moist. That's because we've used chicken thighs as opposed to chicken breast, although it probably worked with chicken breasts. The salad, the fresh crunchy salad there, the cheese brings something to the party. The mayonnaise helps moisten it up as well.
Got a little kick to it as well, people.
And that southern fried, that little sriracha sauce, folks, in that batter we made with the buttermilk, that just gives you a little bit of back of the throat spice, doesn't it, Sharon? So if you're not a spicy person, you can obviously leave that out. That tastes absolutely fantastic. And that, I'll be honest with you, is the nearest wet thing that we found to a southern fried coating with regard to the texture.
Yeah, you must be crazy. I've been thinking lately it's you.
And one little tip for you as well, folks. You'll find a lot of these sprayers, this is just a pump action one, they spray out in a straight line. Let's have that for a minute.
I'll have another one.
Look, see that in a straight line like that. And you can't really get a good coverage. But if you shake it up a bit, aerate the actual oil, shall? I've given it a good shake.
You do that, you give it a good shake.
And when you spray it, you see you get more of a spray coverage. You see that? So that's a little tip for you there, folks. But make sure you do cover them well, because all the chicken you buy that's got a southern fried coating in, whether it's deep fried, whether it's frozen in a supermarket or at your chicken shop, they're all done deep fried. To get that same sort of texture, you do need an oil coating on it. And you're using olive oil, well, we use olive oil, which has got the good omega-3 oils in, as opposed to a vegetable oil or nut oil or a seed oil or stuff like that, which have got omega-6 and omega-9 oils in. And they're not very good for you, they're very inflammatory as well. One other thing as well, I don't know whether you noticed, folks, vegetable oil. Now, we naturally assume that vegetable oils is made out of vegetables. Well, it's not. Ask yourself the question, what vegetables does a vegetable oil come from? It doesn't. It comes from seeds, predominantly rapeseed. So you're eating seed oils, and that's not a naturally produced oil. When you squash them, they have to go through a chemical transformation, so to speak. Whereas things like olive oil, you literally press an olive and the oil naturally comes out, and they're full of the good oils, which are omega-3. That's what we've coated ours with. The ones in the shops are coated in omega-6 and omega-9 oils, which is rapeseed oil predominantly, and that's very inflammatory as well. Anyway, a little bit of trivia for you there. I don't know if you knew that. If you don't believe me, just do a Google check. But there is conflicting information on Google. I've seen it, Sharon. I've seen where it says omega-6 and omega-9s are good for you, and then I've just seen the other ones, the proper ones, saying it's inflammatory. You choose your own oil, baby. We've chose ours. Anyway.
Don't forget, people.
Yeah, go on, Sharon.
It doesn't cost nothing to subscribe to us, and we've still got lots of you that haven't. So just log on and subscribe to us. We appreciate it.
That is fantastic.
I didn't like mine, as you can see. It was awful.
She's eating it already. I think it's more to do with me talking, Sharon.
Well, while you was talking, I've got a chance to eat, so that's fine.
Happy days. Well, there you go, folks. Hope you've enjoyed that one. Don't forget to check out our other videos. We've got loads of playlists with air fryer recipes. We've got 15-in-1 ninja recipes. We've got slow cooker recipes. And if you look at our older videos where we was using that prehistoric invention over there called a range cooker, we don't really use that anymore. There's loads of them on there as well.
And we even go out and about, and you will see that on there as well.
Don't forget to check out our Sunday vlogs, which come out at 8 o'clock every Sunday. That just shows you what we get up to during the week and our family, stuff we get up to, and we may be out and about tasting some food in certain places as well. Anyway, thanks very much. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. We'll see you in the next video, and until then,
bye.
Bye for now.